Good morning, basketball fans, and welcome to the Richard J. Currie Center here in frosty Fredericton, New Brunswick. You're watching AOTV, Maritime Invitational Basketball Tournament coverage. This is the 10:30 time slot on Saturday, day 2, game number 5, 6, 7 from here in the Performance Center Court broadcast. This is a Fredericton in-division game featuring the Nackawic Nighthawks and the St. Stephen Spartans. Saw Nackawic in action here yesterday on the Performance Center court against Nicole St. Anne. That kicked off the tournament. They lost 66-42. St. Stephen played 6:30 last evening across the parking lot at the LB gym, Lady Beaverbrook. They were 72-70 winners over Bathurst. So in this division, Nicole St. Anne, Bathurst, Nackawic, and St. Stephen. St. Stephen Spartans come in ranked number 10, according to NB Hoop News website, in the AA world. Nackawic Nighthawks number 4 in the single A world. Bathurst another AA team, and Nicole St. Anne the number 7 AA team. Very interesting division here. 3 AA schools and a highly ranked single A school. We are set here for opening tap. St. Stephen will be in the white. Nackawic will be in the dark jerseys. I'll call them maroon for lack of a better color name. And we'll pick up the action and the starters in play. It's a turnover taken away by St. Stephen. It's Carlos Gomez into the front court, number 4. Music still going here in the background, and Brandon Atkinson makes the two-pointer to start this one. Now we've got a stoppage. We're going to get the music shut off. There we go. Now we're good to play. So we have the starters for the Spartans. Number 3 is Brody Richardson. Number 4 is Carlos Gomez. Number 5, Brandon Atkinson. Number 7, Wyatt Caldwell. And number 8, Aiden Hasty. On the rebound is Connor Dixon. It's going to be taken away by Aiden Hasty. I just need to see one more number in order to get the final starter for Nackawic. Shot is up and made by Brandon Atkinson. 6-0 Spartans here early. So we have the starters now for the Nighthawks. Number 2 is Gavin Calder. 7 is Connor Dixon. 11 is Thomas Simpson. 13 is Stephen Serio Kane. And that still only makes 4. So I'm still missing someone here in the starting lineup. Bucket made on the far side by number 7, Connor Dixon. Final starter is number 10, Alex McFarlane. That shot is short by Aiden Hasty. Into the front court come the Nighthawks. Into the post for Simpson. Simpson outside for McFarlane. Calder on the outside. Work it around. Shot up. Miss by McFarlane. Rebound to Atkinson. St. Stephen comes to the front court. Gomez. And Atkinson. Nice look inside for Gomez. Knocked away. Turning it up court is Nackawic. Connor Dixon right to the hoop. He scores 2. 6-5 here in the early going. St. Stephen, the home team, on your scoreboard. And driving and scoring 2 for the Spartans is Brody Richardson. Gavin Calder going to set up and run some offense. Dixon to the baseline for Simpson. Simpson drives. Going to pick up our first foul here of the game. It's going to go on Carlos Gomez. Side out with 6 on the shot clock. We're going to reset that to 14. Nighthawks inbound. McFarland dribbles, top of the key. Nice pass into the post. Can't handle it with Simpson. Now 5 to shoot. Spin move McFarland. He goes off glass, and we're going to have a travel first. Lost the handle on the way up. St. Stephen inbounds, up 3. Early going, first quarter. 10:30 time slot. Losing the handle, but it ends up in the hands of Brandon Atkinson, and Atkinson scores 2. Spartans quickly out in front by 5. Dixon into the post for Serio Kane. That shot is up and a little too strong. Rebound near side for Gomez. Richardson into the front court. Richardson's got space. Spartans working around the outside for the shot. Draining the three-pointer is Aiden Hasty. We have a quick timeout taken by Nackawic. So they're now down 8 here in the early going. Just a reminder, fans, if you don't know how this tournament works, men's side, we have 20 teams. That's 5 divisions of 4. The winners will go through to the quarterfinals automatically. 3 of the 5 second-place teams will go through. This is an important game here for both teams. St. Stephen looking to go 2-0, and Ecole St. Anne, and Nackawic looking to even their record at 1-1. Joined now on headset by Tournament Chair. I'm not sure what your official title is, but I'm going to be calling you Tournament Chair John Rice. John?
John's fine.
Thoughts on the tournament here?
So far, so good. Power outage yesterday put us behind some, but made up. Big thanks to Leo Hayes for opening up their gym so quickly for us. 4 teams accommodating to get over there, finish a game, start another game, and then, Maritime Classic, different parents jumping in to help us get back underway, with minor officials all over the place. We had games playing staggered starts when it wasn't planned to have staggered starts, so it was all good. So now we're back into it. Had a barn burner down at the LB gym this morning with Cole St. Anne and Bathurst. So
how did that go?
It ended up Cole St. Anne pulled out in the fourth quarter, 76-60, I think, or 66. So
that's a good sign here for this Fredericton in division. This is one of the more interesting divisions. When I saw the team circled here, St. Stephen, Bathurst, Nackawic, and Ecole St. Anne. Of course, we'll wrap up play here this evening at 8:30 with Ecole St. Anne and St. Stephen. Shot made there by the Spartans.
And that'll be the game that's the deciding game probably in this division, barring a collapse by St. Stephen's in this game here.
Yes. To the front court, that's Richardson. It's going to be a mess.
But Nackawic has shown over the last couple of years they have the ability to be resilient and to come back in some games. They beat Heartland at home, and they've beat some other big top AA teams right now that are really pushing in that seeding within the MB Hoops pooling. Yes. So Nackawic has that ability to get hot and get hot quick.
And slight advantage, I would say, having played on this floor yesterday. A little bit different shooter's background here than most gyms.
It's you forget how big the court is here, especially if you want to start pressing and doing some other sets that you normally do in a high school gym. An extra 10 feet makes a huge amount of difference.
Rebound taken away by the Nighthawks into the front court now. McFarland on the spin. He's going to get right to the hoop. Too strong on the lay-in. Rebound goes to Aiden Hasty. Hasty's going to dribble it out across half. Now run some offense. Pops from 15 and makes it. Have to stop the ball a little sooner than that, John.
Like I said, the court's huge, and you're trying to fill gaps that normally aren't there. So especially when you're coming from Nackawic or into a smaller gym down like St. Stephen. So this gym is huge.
Nice take there by Stephen Serio Kane. Can't get it to go down. First sub into the game. Caleb McKay, number 15, in for Nackawic. Alex McFarland set to inbound. Little down screen there action. Around the outside for McFarland. He's going to take 2 dribbles, not really go anywhere. Now into the post. Connor Dixon draws the foul. Goes on number 4, Carlos Gomez. John, I've had lots of comments so far on the tournament and the facilities here at UMB. Of course, second to none in this facility.
Well, having UMB, being able to have 4 courts within 100 yards of each other really allows us the flexibility when we get back to next year. Hopefully we'll be back to having teams from Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Ontario, and Quebec have all expressed interest to get back in here. We'll be able to open up Leo Hayes again for games, FHS, Bliss Carman, other matchups that will be a lot interesting. This year is kind of a Dr. Jekyll kind of year with this only MB teams, but I think all the teams came together. I think it's been a good tournament, successful tournament so far.
It's been entertaining so far, and kudos to getting through that power blip yesterday. It's a bit of a hassle, I'm sure, for everyone, but things ran on schedule pretty much.
You know, that's the beauty of this facility. You say it's one of the best facilities in the province, being able to have that generator backed up, making do with not having the big signs going or anything else, but you can get a clock, you can get shot clocks, and you still go. A little bit of dimmed, playing those twilight hours that you're used to playing out in the backyard.
Yes.
But enough to go. Safety wasn't a factor, so we deemed it good. We had the 2 gyms downstairs running, and it got back to the old flip chart days.
And if there's for sure no backup power across the parking lot at the pit.
No, that went down, and that went down hard. So
driving there for St. Stephen is Riley Diamond, number 10, who has checked in.
That looked like a travel to me, but I'm far away here, and I got bad eyesight.
I've said that a few times this weekend, that I thought some calls were different than what they were. That one rattles through for Diamond.
As a coach, you think every call is the wrong call.
I know there were a couple you disagreed with last night in that game.
We don't talk about that game, Bill. No, Tandemar was a great team last night for us. So we got to recoup, and we got to go back at it. I think we had our opportunities. That's all you can ask for.
On the baseline, that's Caleb McKay, 15, looking into the post for Serio Kane, taken away by Brody Richardson. Richardson comes into the front court. St. Stephen's going to run some offense. I spoke to the St. Stephen coach. He was thinking that Bathurst game yesterday, the 72-70 win, shouldn't have been as close as it was. And certainly they seem to be pouring it on here early against the Nighthawks. Another 2 points there on the board for the Spartans.
Maybe that game was the fire they need to get going, the little engine.
It's a good look inside, but nicely defended by Diamond. Wyatt Caldwell, number 7, spins back for Richardson. Richardson launches a 3, gets his own rebound. He's going to finish. No, he's not going to finish at the glass. Thought he had a lay in there. Good pass back, and another one doesn't go for St. Stephen, but on the offensive boards again. There's going to be 4 chances this time down. And finally, the Nighthawks corral the rebound. Tough as a coach to see a team get 4 looks when you come down the court one time.
Well, I think that's, kids are tired. You're standing around and you're watching, hoping for the ball to come to you instead of doing the simple things of boxing out, making your life a little bit easier. But like you said, it's tough to watch 4 offensive possessions, and you're kind of hoping for that ball out of bounds.
Subs in for the Nighthawks. 7 is Connor Dixon. Up off the glass on the miss was Brody Richardson. Bringing it up court the other way, Thomas Simpson.
I think the Nighthawks have had a good couple opportunities down here from scores. They're just not making the baskets right now. Think of the last 3 possessions down here. Like you said, the post shot, 2 shots from the baseline, opportunities for them to score, get back into it.
One's knocked away by St. Stephen. Ahead of the pack is Cody Peters. Peters against 2 Nighthawks who got back on D. To the front court, Dixon. Caleb McKay goes baseline. Good take there, and that's going to finish and drop for Alex McFarland. Shot at the 3-point play the traditional way. Not sure whether to call that traditional or easy. I know for me the 3-pointer was the more difficult play.
That's become a repertoire for most teams now. If you don't have a shooter on the outside to spread your floor to the corners, things are getting a bit easier. But Nackawic has had the opportunity to cut left to right through that key multiple times right now for good looks at it. They've missed 3 of them, but came through with this one here with some contact with it. So
yeah, it's amazing over the years back when I was in high school, the 3-pointer was still a bit of a novelty. It wasn't really the number of shooters, and now I watch kids that are knee-high to a grasshopper come out on the floor, and they're making 3-pointers with their men's regulation size ball, and you would never see that.
Yeah. Are you trying to age yourself there, Bill?
I've aged myself a few times here this weekend.
No, you look at the game now, and we got the game that goes from the high school 3-point line, then you got the college 3-point line, you got the NBA 3-point line. So they're ever growing right now. You just look at this floor right now with just the 2 separate different lines on that, right? Then you get the FIBA 3-point line. The game's progressed in such a way that they've had to adapt different arcs and stuff. So, but yes, the three now is a mainstay, and it really spaces the floor. If you look at it now, like all the space on the backside, and this 1-4 high set.
Going to out of bounds off of Nackawic.
Nackawic just needs a little bit more spacing on the offensive side of things. Everyone's right along that foul line. If they space outside that, they'll have more space to be able to operate that middle lane.
Take there off the front of the rim by Richardson. Rebound to Caleb McKay. McKay's going to dribble in the backcourt. Now get some help. Nearly a turnover. Good hustle by Brandon Atkinson. Thomas Simpson will inbound. Shot clock is off. We come to the end of the first quarter. That's a long shot. Rebound for Cody Peters. Getting a little tongue-tied here already, John. It's not a good sign. Long ways to go.
Listen, we appreciate everything. I know the tournament, the success of our ability to broadcast and be able to stream these games is, a credit to you and your tireless effort here, and we appreciate that. So I know everyone listening does. We've had some great comments coming in. The commentary has been great. We know the last Leo Hayes game, we had a couple people messages like, man, it's so interesting and so different in ways to watch a high school basketball game with some commentary from home. Everyone's into these live stream games now are going, but they're just, a little bit of court action. But to have this really gives it that professional feel, and I think that having you here doing that is a real bonus for us in the tournament.
Certainly pleased to be here. We do come to the end of the first quarter, 22-9 in favor of the home team on the scoreboard, the St. Stephen Spartans. By distance, Nackawic would be closer, but of course in tournament it's by the draw. Speaking of draw, tell us a little bit about how we determine here the playoff participants.
Well, we got the winner of each pool obviously go through, and that will be there's your first 5 quarterfinalists right there. And then we have 5 pools out of that. Then we'll assess the pools and the gameplay of the teams that finish second in that, and then we'll see if there's a competitive draw. If we're 3 teams that are competitive draws, and those 3 teams will go. If it's 4 teams that are the competitive draw, means they were competitive within their pool, and then we'll go to a lottery pick, and we'll put them into a randomizer. We'll hit a button, and away we go, and we'll say, okay, 1's here, 2's here, 3's here. Sorry, team 4, you're not out, or you're out. And then if we're into all 5 teams in second place or competitive draw, we'll just add the 5 pools and go. So it's got to be a competitive draw for that. And then, if there's 2, they're in for sure. And if the other 3 teams are kind of in that midsection, then we'll assess and we'll pull out 1 team out of there. But we're just looking for the most competitive 3 second place teams out of the 5 pools to go on. So every game matters, especially in your pool. The first thing and foremost is you got to win your pool.
Nackawic ball to start the second quarter, and I believe there is a random draw for the opponent in the quarterfinals as well, correct?
Yep. So we don't know who's playing who yet. So once we get those 3 teams identified, then we'll turn around and we'll put all 10 teams into the randomizer, and then you'll find out who you're playing. Only thing that they know is that if you finish first or you're a wild card, you play at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So. And for the girls' teams, they go right to a semifinal. So the winner of each pool, so there's 3 pools, winner of each pool goes to the semifinal with 1 second-place team. The most competitive second-place team will go with them. If there's 2 second-place teams that are competitive, then we'll take 1 of the 2. They'll go to a lucky draw, flip of the coin.
That's one of my favorite aspects of this tournament, as we talk about the tournament itself, is that a lot of high school tournaments you can go to, and you can kind of already know what the semifinal matchups are going to be when you look at the draw in the tournament. In this one, you have no idea because of the way the quarterfinals are set up and the semifinals on the women's side. You don't know what those matchups are going to be. It makes it a little more entertaining, at least from my perspective. Rebound to the Nighthawks on the offensive glass, and that one drops through for Thomas Simpson. Now within 9. Take and miss by Brody Richardson. Rebound to the Nighthawks. They can control that defensive glass. Get things going on the offensive end. They've got a chance to cut this down. Miss there, taken away by the Spartans. To the front court is Atkinson. Atkinson with a nice look and finish on the far side. That's a number 12, and I do not have a number 12, folks. I'm sorry at home. I got some lineup adjustments from the St. Stephen coach before the game, but I did not have a number 12. I did have a number 13 added. So for now, we have a mystery man. Maybe we should call him Austin Powers?
No. We won't go with that one. There's no man of mysteries here.
Look inside. That goes out of bounds.
No, just speaking about the wild cards and everything like that, the only problem, I love it from an organizational standpoint. So I know some of the teams that are waiting around in hotels and don't know what to stay because they could be here, they have to leave. That's the downside to that whole tournament, the draw stuff. But overall, I think it really adds, an extra element and gives some teams an opportunity to play extra games.
Shot missed there by Atkinson. Back over to Nackawic. They trail by 11. My math's still pretty good this morning. It'll get worse as the day goes on, I'm sure.
What was that? The what?
My math. My math is still pretty good. I can still subtract here this morning, but once we get into the later games, it'll be questionable.
I can only use my fingers. After that, I'm trying to count by 5s and 2s and 10s. I'm just...
Good take into the paint by Riley Diamond.
Oof.
Miss on a possible layup there, but the miss is cleaned up. 2 points for the Nighthawks. See if they can break through this 9-11 barrier that they've had. Get that down even more. Nice looking shot from the outside from Atkinson. Drains the three-pointer. Loose ball that's going to bounce on the sideline. Right there is referee Whipple. Doesn't miss too many of those.
No, Nackawic had an opportunity there, but guy fell off the screen, and he talked about maritime hospitality. He's trying to help him up.
Atkinson again with the long-range bomb. No good. Rebound. It's a score for number 12. By process of elimination, I think it's going to be Jason Anderson. Got him as 11 on my sheet.
Nice
Shot
stroke.
made by Alex McFarlane.
That was a nice inside-outside, and he was set and ready to go. Like, that was a really nice shot. But we were talking about before, those box outs, missed box outs. Like, that's what's killing Nackawic right now, these second, third shot opportunities going up there. 2 times down the floor, like we said, we could get below 9. An offensive rebound and another opportunity to score, and they score. It's the rebound is the winning game. The person that controls the rebounds usually wins the game.
Timeout on the floor, 6:51 to play. 29-17 in favor of St. Stephen. Big hello to all those watching in Chocolatetown. Not sure that's the official name of it, but Chocolatetown works for me. Interesting in St. Stephen, of course, home of Canada's oldest basketball court. Some news there this week. Former Frederictonian Tom Liston, who I grew up with, now living and working out of Toronto. Big donation there to that initiative. I think it was $200K. Thanks to Tom for that. Hoping to turn that into a bit of an attraction in St. Stephen. Certainly of interest to all in the basketball community to see that preserved.
No, I think that's a special kind of part of heritage down there. Like, it's have St. Stephen's a great basketball town. A lot of people came great out of St. Stephen's. I do believe Rick Cotter's from down there. It's I think it's great. I got a couple friends that are from St. Stephen's. At the same time, I'm trying to get down to a basketball tournament. They have a great basketball tournament down there, and I've tried to get down to it for years. And hopefully at some point I can crack into that bubble to get into that tournament.
Richardson scores 2. I can remember back in junior high days. This was before we had the middle school concept, so I'm dating myself again. Going down to play in St. Stephen, and of course this was before they had some of the fast food outlets. We would take the bus across the border to Calais and hit up the Mickey D's.
Yeah,
in the junior high days. Brody Richardson turns it the other way, scores another 2. Tough turnover there for the Nighthawks.
nice up and under from St. Stephen's there, number 5.
That's Atkinson. He's going to go all the way. Nobody stopped the ball. That was a lay-in he probably should have made. Gavin Calder. Stephen Serio-Kane inside for Thomas Simpson. Simpson collects his own miss and finishes it. You talked, John, a bit about the court, the extra 10 feet, what the difference that makes on the press and all of that, filling the gaps that are much larger.
We get larger gaps, and when you only got, 3 subs for St. Stephen's over there and 4 for the Nighthawks, that's, running that for 40 minutes is a huge level 2, right?
Miss cleaned up inside by Stephen Serio-Kane. Nighthawks now working the offensive glass for second chance points. Atkinson again, 3 off the front rim, rebound for Simpson. That's McFarlane. Spins on Richardson.
See if Nackawic goes back inside again.
Oh, they've got him wide open underneath. Don't see him. Serio-Kane had lots of space underneath the bucket. Can't finish at the other end, Wyatt Caldwell. Rebound to Nackawic. We're under 5 minutes to play here in quarter 2.
Ooh.
Bit of a bullet pass there. Now inside it is Serio-Kane.
I think Nackawic's just discovered that they can play the inside game with St. Stephen's, and St. Stephen's down on the offensive side of the house is just looking to either do layups pretty much from the left side of the floor right now, and then everything else is shooting. So you got to have that inside-out game.
That one is off the glass. Steven Serio-Kane for the second. That one's clean. Atkinson for Hasty. Hasty misses. Rebound to Nackawic, and suddenly they're doing a much better job on the defensive boards. Nice cut and finish by Steven Serio-Kane.
4 trips down there, scored 4 trips in the paint when they've gone down there, either from the foul line or doing something. The one shot they took from outside was the one possession. The last 5 trips they haven't been able to score.
That's a miss from the outside by Brandon Atkinson. Nackawic again on the defensive boards.
And this that 9-point barrier we just talked about before, they're back into it, right?
Under the high post, that's an outside shot for Alex McFarland. That's a miss. Rebound to St. Stephen. Atkinson for Caldwell. Caldwell misses. Rebound Serio-Kane. Going to come up the other way. Connor Dixon into the front court. Serio-Kane. He's going to take the 3. Not sure about that shot selection on that one.
Well, we just mentioned the last 5 trips previous to these 2 trips. They've been going inside, got points, got themselves back into a 9-point trail or a 9-point deficit, vice the 15 they're at, and they've come down 2 sets in a row taking the shots and haven't been able to score. Same thing as St. Stephen's there. The last 3 possessions they've shot.
And there they go back inside again, and they're going to get it. Oh, not another 2. I thought that was going down. It was a good look. Hasty to the front court off the glass. Rebound for Atkinson. And he's got a chance at a 3-point play.
And when you're not used to shooting in an arena, well, we'll call this an arena for the lack of a better term. They call it a gym, but with the stadium seating, the arena style shot, the backboards and stuff, it's a lot different to be able to shoot when you got a face wall. You know, you're looking at one, you got a wall in the back, but it's a, beige colored, and then you got seats that are sitting on the back side of the opposite side. So it's a lot different shooting here than it is at some other facilities.
Certainly most high school gyms, you've got the wall, and you've got the bucket hanging from the ceiling. Rebound taken away by the Spartans. Now Nackawic on the boards, and they come to the front court with Alex McFarland. Look inside. That's going to be a double dribble. That was way too open for a reason.
Well, it's a great look. Just one of those catch and shoot, rip and goes.
Carlos Gomez dribbles across the free throw line, gives it up to Hasty. Shot from the outside, Atkinson, another miss. Rebound again for Nackawic, Alex McFarland. He's going to bring it across half. Find Thomas Simpson. Outside shot, and that one drops for the Nighthawks.
Is that 8 points? Math for you.
Yeah, that math is 8 points. I was having trouble on that one too for some reason.
5s and 7s will get you every time.
We got it through that 9-point barrier. Let's see. Miss from Richardson. Another offensive board for St. Stephen. Hasty on the long shot. No rim. .112 to go here in second quarter. Substitution in Liam Boyce, number 12, for Nackawic. Thomas Simpson goes to the bench. Let's see if Nackawic can get a score here. Reduce this 8 points even further. Gavin Calder. Doubled on the outside. Three-pointer from way deep. Rebound Steven Serio-Kane knocked away. We're going to stay Nackawic ball. You can almost see sometimes the kids' eyes light up when they get that long three-pointer. Look.
That's a teaching moment for me. You're not Steph Currie.
That's what I was hoping you were going to say in that one.
These are high school kids. Sometimes I forget that all these professionals do basketball for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like we have, hour practice, 2 hours a day some days?
Yes.
And then maybe 1, 3, 5 days a week.
Nice finish by Wyatt Caldwell in the lane. 10-point lead, under 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. John, thanks for stopping by. I assume you've got other things on the go that probably won't be hanging out here in the second half.
No, we'll be moving around, seeing what's going on, getting ready for the next matchups of the day. I do appreciate that. It's nice to see this back down to, like I said, a 10-point game there. So I think Nackawic came with the win. St. Stephen's has the ability.
So we will go to halftime. The score 37-27 in favor of St. Stephen. With John Rice, I'm Bill Gibson. I'll be back with the second half. John, you've got other things to do. Enjoy.
I'll stop in later on today again.
Yeah,
these are my quiet moments because there's no one else bugging me right now.
It's
so.
be always good to have you here. I'll be here. You know where to find me.
I know, and I appreciate it once again. Thanks a lot. Throughout the day, I just want to say while we're up here, thanks to Nissan for making this a broadcast possible right now. The Fredericton Christian Academy and the Fredericton Inn. So those three main sponsors really made this be able to broadcast it, and hopefully we'll be able to extend that broadcasting to next year and the year after. So, perfect. Thanks you so much.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 9 minutes or so with second half action.
Exciting times at Fredericton Nissan. From our new state-of-the-art facility to our exciting totally redesigned lineup. Drop by and check out our full lineup of vehicles fitting all budgets. Fredericton Nissan has the perfect vehicle for you. Locally traded, safe pre-owned vehicles with interest rates as low as 0.99%. Our all-new drive-through service bays keep you warm and dry all year long. Fredericton Nissan, 250 Bishop Drive, Fredericton.
Fredericton Nissan, we deliver for you.
Exciting times at Fredericton Nissan. From our new state-of-the-art facility to our exciting totally redesigned lineup. Drop by and check out our full lineup of vehicles fitting all budgets. Fredericton Nissan has the perfect vehicle for you. Locally traded, safe pre-owned vehicles with interest rates as low as 0.99%. Our all-new drive-through service bays keep you warm and dry all year long. Fredericton Nissan, 250 Bishop Drive, Fredericton.
Fredericton Nissan, we deliver for you.
Exciting.
Morning, fans. Welcome back to the Richard J. Currie Center here in beautiful Fredericton, New Brunswick. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching AOTV coverage of the Maritime Invitational Basketball Tournament. This game, St. Stephen Spartans and the Nackawic Nighthawks in a Fredericton in-division matchup. It is the Spartans ahead by 10, 37-27 here in the first half. Resolve the mystery player. Is not on the roster that I received nor in the program is number 12, Ryan Scott. So we have that little bit of trivia filled in. Apologies in the first half for not having the name and for guessing it might have been Jason Anderson, who is number 11, does not appear to be here. We are now set. It will be Spartan ball to start the second half. Joined by John Rice in the first half for a good part, at least most of the second quarter, some of the first two, I believe. Hasty for Atkinson, now to the far side for Richardson. Shot up by Atkinson, that's going to be the long miss, taken away by the Nighthawks. Love to have a score here to open scoring in the second half. Stephen Serio-Kane looking for the cutter. Connor Dixon. Bit too soft of a pass. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nighthawks will inbound. Alex McFarlane on the baseline for Connor Dixon. Nice look inside for Serio-Kane. Nighthawks were good when they got it inside. 2 to shoot. Have to put up the long range one. Gets rim but doesn't go down. Brody Richardson into the front court. Richardson on the dribble. Now for Gomez. Now swing to the far side and we're coming back this side for Atkinson. Richardson takes the three. That one rims out. Rebound Stephen Serio-Kane. Let's see how Spartans react to shooting here at this end of the court, as John Rice talked about in second quarter, shooting particularly at this end that is to my right and screen right, much different than most high school gyms, and in fact most different than the shot on the left-hand side. There is the running lay-in scored by Brody Richardson. St. Stephen open scoring in the second half. We played about a minute and a half of quarter three. Shot worked around. Nighthawks miss. Had their most success in the first half when they worked that ball inside. Had it down to 8. Aiden Hasty drives, pick up a foul. Go to the line, will shoot 2. Hasty misses the first. Good on the second. Missed by Connor Dixon. Rebound to Carlos Gomez. Gomez dribbles front court. Now crosses over. Hasty. Good ball movement by the Spartans. Take by Gomez. Bit of a force on the shot. Stephen Serio-Kane comes to the front court. He's going to find a guard. Alex McFarlane. Serio-Kane in the low post. Now they go inside-outside. Shot doesn't go down. Rebound on the offensive glass for Dixon. He's going to pick up a foul. We're going to shoot 2. Nighthawks looking for the first points of the second half. That one rims out. Makes on the second, gives the Nighthawks their first point of the half. Scoreboard is a bit of a mess there now, showing 126-40. Lost track of what the correct score will be. I'm sure they'll get that corrected in short order. That one drops through for Brody Richardson. Atkinson takes the three-pointer, no good. Rebound to McFarland. McFarland spins, gets his own rebound, he kicks it outside. Probably could have went back up with that, but it is a three-pointer drilled by Gavin Calder. Still working on the scoreboard situation. Just ignore what you see there on screen. We'll get that corrected, I'm sure, at the scorer's table once we have a moment. They're aware. Rebound for Serio Kane. Now we're going to go the other way. Alex McFarland. Gavin Calder. Serio Kane can handle it. Now the referee has noticed the scoring error. Nackawic says, let's keep that score. We like that one very much, thank you. We'll get the score reset here momentarily. Oh, we've just dropped 1 point. Oh, here we're going to go 1 point by 1 point. Not sure what happened over there. Here comes some help from the building. That's Mo Perez, actually coaches the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles women's JV team, I believe it is. Sure, he'll be able to figure out how to get the score reset. Of course, lots of volunteers working the timers and scorers table. Now we're just going to shut the clock right off. That was no great help. Here we come again. I lost track of the scoring and when the clock went off, so I can't tell you what the score is. So we'll believe in them when they put it up because we know they keep it on paper over there as well. Reminder, these two teams back in action once more today. Nackawic takes on Bathurst, 6:30 across the parking lot at the pit. St. Stephen will have that game right here on AOTV for you at 8:30. The final game of the day and to wrap up round robin play against Ecole St. Anne tonight. Score is now reset. We have 42-31. That looks right to me. St. Stephen by 11. Miss there, a defensive rebound by Serio Kane. Dribbling to the front court now. Calder gets inside, kicks outside. Inside the post, Serio Kane. He's going to finish for two. Good ball movement by the Nighthawks. All the way around and then in through the top. Floating runner finished by Brandon Atkinson. McFarland for Dixon. Driving, shooting is Calder. Saved by St. Stephen. Brody Richardson on the far side. Richardson drives baseline, running layup. Won't go down. Rebound finally corralled by Alex McFarland after it was batted a couple times. McFarland for Serio Kane. He's more comfortable with the ball underneath the bucket. There he's in good offensive rebound position. We've got a three-pointer made by Alex McFarland. Back to this 8-point margin. St. Stephen has been able to withhold. Every time Nackawic cuts it down here to about this number, St. Stephen seems to go on a little mini run. Let's see if the Nighthawks can break through and reduce it to less than 8. Calder to the far side for McFarland. Serio Kane, he's going to take the deep jump shot. Fighting for the rebound and putting it up was Connor Dixon, but rejected inside by the Spartans. I think that was Carlos Gomez who gets the block. 4:10 to go in quarter 3. 11 on the shot clock as we inbound. Cross court. That won't go down for Dixon, but it's Dixon coming away again with the offensive rebound. Calder's going to reset some offense. Outside for Simpson. Simpson can't make it. That one's tapped out. Controlled by St. Stephen, Brody Richardson for Wyatt Caldwell. And now Aiden Hasty. Knocked away by Nackawic. Nackawic has numbers. They got a 2-on-1 here. Good hustle back by St. Stephen, but a nice finish by Alex McFarland. Now we're down to 6. That was a very deep three. Another teaching moment, as Coach Rice was saying when he joined with me here in the second quarter. It's when you remind the kids that they're not Stephon Currie. He was maybe the best three-point shooter in NBA history. Tough for a Larry Bird fan like me to say that. However, numbers very much speak for themselves. Jump ball on the tie-up. It was opposing sevens on the tie-up, Caldwell and Dixon. Long shot is short from Richardson. Rebound fought for, controlled by Atkinson on the offensive end for the Spartans. Richardson decides to get a little closer, and he makes that one. Pass too tough. Changing the inbounder are the Nighthawks. I think we'll see Connor Dixon inbound the next one, assuming they follow direction. St. Stephen's gone to a 1-2-2 press, at least on the last make. Inside, Thomas Simpson. Off the rim, can't get it to go. Serio Kane had a hand on the rebounder. It ends up in the hands of Thomas Simpson. That's Dixon. The outside McFarland. That looked like a good shot, but it won't go down. Now to the front court. Richardson through the lane. Nice finish on the left side. St. Stephen counters so well. Now they force the turnover. And again, it is Richardson. Be surprised we see a timeout here soon from the Nighthawks if this keeps up. Referee says yes, it was tipped. Going to get the shot clock reset to 20 seconds. Serio Kane from the baseline. Another outside shot from Nackawic. They have had best success staying inside. They get close and then they fall in love with these outside shots. Rebound for Dixon. Sergio Kane, he will now dribble across half. Gets the return pass, draws the foul. Good catch and look back to the cutter by Thomas Simpson. Subs in on both sides, 15 and 14. I believe at least 15 in for Nackawic. And 14 as well, hiding behind number 3. 14 is Mason S.D. Brooks. 15 is Caleb McKay. Sergio Kane on the offensive board. Misses. That's one he'd like to have back and one he probably should finish. Faking a three-pointer is Atkinson. Now we're back outside for Hasty and Richardson. Inside for Caldwell. Caldwell misses. Rebound to Caleb McKay. Alex McFarland into the front court. Stephen Sergio Kane. Sergio Kane, nice catch in the post, but can't get the ball over the rim. No chance for it to go in otherwise. Little power step action by Aiden Hasty draws the foul on the floor. As referee Matt Whipple. .4 seconds to go in the quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Spartans need to get one up. Nighthawks may have another opportunity for a shot before the quarter runs out. Hasty. That's a three-pointer. Five to shoot inside for Sergio Kane. He can't finish again in there. That's another lay-in that they should have. Hands on his head. He goes off here at the end of quarter number 3. So after 3, it is St. Stephen 53 and the Nackawic Nighthawks 38. Take about a 2-minute break, and I'll be back with action from quarter number 4. Welcome back to the Currie Center. We are here in the 10:30 time slot on day 2 of the Maritime Invitational Basketball Tournament. Fredericton in division game. St. Stephen Spartans leading the Nackawic Nighthawks 53-38. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching AOTV. Nighthawks working around the outside. That's McKay. He gets that one to drop through. Nighthawks cut it down to about 8 points, and then St. Stephen put on a 1-2-2 press in the third quarter. The Nighthawks went away from the inside game that was working, then missed a few. Ended up with the 15-point bulge we had between quarters. Look inside for Serio Kane. Can't make the tough catch, but catching the pass is Caleb McKay. That one's going to be deflected out off of St. Stephen. We're going to have 9 on the shot clock. And 9:13 to go here in quarter number 4. Other games going on right now. Men's action, Harborview, Fredericton Exhibition. That's at the pit. 2 women's games, Leo Hayes High JV and Canterbury in Rec 1. And Ecole St. Anne and Rosse also in Rec 1. Coming up at 12:30 following this one, we will have here Fredericton Christian Academy and the St. Malachy Saints. Stay tuned to AOTV for that game. Connor Dixon going to pick up the foul. That's going to go on Cody Peters, number 13 of the Spartans. Shot clock reset to 14. Connor Dixon inbounds in the front court. Serio Kane into the post. Gonna have a foul. It's going to go on number 12, Ryan Scott. Connor Dixon for Caleb McKay. Far side, Alex McFarland. Serio Kane. Cutting, McFarland. 24-second violation. No help from the guys on the bench. Somebody's got to be watching that. If it's not the guys on the floor, someone on the bench has got to say, at least with 3 seconds left, to need a shot. Cody Peters on the miss. Riley Diamond, number 10, checks in for St. Stephen. They lead by 15. 8:10 to go in quarter 4. Connor Dixon loses the handle. Seems to be a little bit of frustration here now for the Nighthawks. They've really not been reacting well. So it doesn't seem to be a super special press to me from the Spartans. Some mishandles. Inside for Scott. That's taken away. Coming out of the pack is Gavin Calder. Calder with the pass forward for Alex McFarland. McFarland, he can't finish, but on the offensive glass is Thomas Simpson. He's going to draw the foul. He'll get an opportunity to shoot 2 and cut into the 15-point cushion. Big thanks once again to the sponsors making this webcast possible. Fredericton Christian Academy, Fredericton Inn, and Fredericton Nissan. Getting fouled on the shot is Brody Richardson. Foul goes on number 2, Gavin Calder. First team foul here in the fourth quarter. Brody Richardson makes the first. And the second. Nice look underneath. Good ball movement from the Nighthawks. Finishing is Thomas Simpson. Deep three-pointer. Brandon Atkinson. Another three-pointer. That's a miss. Rebound by Caleb McKay. Alex McFarland into the front court. McFarland with the spin, and he's got a layup. Lead now down to 12. Instructions from Coach Zach Atkinson, pretty simple for the Spartans. Stop the basketball. That's 2 layups in a row for Nackawic. 5 to shoot. Putting up the long range bomb was Brandon Atkinson, number 5. Simpson was looking inside for McFarland. Basketball got pretty deep there once again, but the mishandle turns it back over to St. Stephen. Long shot is made by Cody Peters. I was getting ready to call a travel on that one because I didn't think he was going up with the shot. Tough catch inside. Dixon on the miss, push forward. Good catch by Cody Peters. Back to Peters in the corner. He's going to tee up the 3 again, and again a bit of a shuffle of the feet there. Brody Richardson's going to pick up the foul in the backcourt. Gavin Calder gets right to the rim. Offensive rebound, Caleb McKay. They can't make it. That's a couple short ones. That's been an Achilles heel for Nackawic. On the finish, Ryan Scott. It's a reaction out of the St. Stephen bench. Serio Kane checks back in. Serio Kane kicks it back outside for Thomas Simpson. Simpson on the miss. Correction, that was McFarland on the miss, I think. Bit of travel. 4:50 to go in a 17-point game. It goes back to the Nackawic Nighthawks. Big thanks to all the fans, wherever you may be watching from. If you'd like to reach out, feel free. Get me at webcastbill@outlook.com if you want to shoot a quick email off. Webcastbill@outlook.com. Webcastbill, all one word. That shot won't go down for number 3, Brody Richardson. We're going to stay St. Stephen ball. Reminder coming up next, Fredericton Christian Academy and St. Malachy's to make for Atkinson. Lead now up to 20. Ball fought for by Simpson and Peters. 4:04 to play. The alternating possession goes to the Spartans. On the drive is Riley Diamond. Diamond a little too strong. To the front court, Gavin Calder. Calder finds his way into the paint. gets that layup to go. And he's get fouled. Chance for the hoop and the harm. Calder with the make. So in this division, Ecole St. Anne has already defeated Bathurst this morning in a fairly close game. So Ecole St. Anne sitting at 2-0. The win here, St. Stephen Spartans will move to 2-0, barring a major collapse here in the final 3:15. The Nackawic Nighthawks will drop to 0-2. Nackawic and Bathurst will play at 6:30 in the pit. And to decide a playoff spot, we'll have the 8:30 game right here from this Performance Center court. It will be Ecole St. Anne at 2-0 and the St. Stephen Spartans at 2-0. 8:30 this evening. If you are a St. Stephen Spartan fan, come on back and watch that one here on AOTV. Of course, if you're all a Ecole St. Anne fan and you're watching, we welcome you as well. But also invite you to come on down here right to this gym. Get yourself a ticket, watch some great high school action. It's going to go in for Sari O'Kane. Richardson, far side. Spartans content to run some clock here. Long shot by Richardson. Rebound to the Nighthawks. Into the front court, Gavin Calder. Calder for Connor Dixon. Dixon to the corner for McFarlane. McFarlane on the shot. Rebound goes to Ryan Scott. Under 2 to play. Big rebound there for Connor Dixon. 1:30 to go. Only thing in doubt, I believe, is the final score. 15-point cushion for the Spartans. Travel called by the official. Now into the front court. Richardson, far side. Peters. Peters puts it up. That's a miss. Ryan Scott's going to get on the score sheet with a foul. Going to the line is Gavin Calder. He'll shoot 2. So we are in the bonus situation. Calder makes the second. Make it a 14-point game, 1:11 to play. Spartans using the clock, just going to work it around the outside. Atkinson, Richardson. Richardson takes a 3. That's no good, but it's rebounded by Nackawic. Thought we were going to have an offensive board there. Alex McFarlane. Dixon, not a nice finish on the reverse. Connor Dixon. Spartans want to just keep working it around, use the whole clock. Not quite a game of keep away, but pretty handy to that. Instead, it's a steal, but not able to finish was Alex McFarlane. He's going to draw the foul. Foul will go on number 10, Riley Diamond. And a chance to cut this lead to 10 with 2 makes here. Or 11 with 1 make here. Into the final seconds. Spartans will dribble this one out. This will be our final score. It will be 65-54 in favor of St. Stephen. They will be playing for playoff position outright with the Cole St. Anne at 8:30. We'll have that game for you right here on AOTV. Some learning lessons for the Nighthawks here against the Spartans squad. They'll take those into the 8:30 matchup, the 6:30 matchup across the parking lot in the pit. Fans, we thank you for tuning into this one. We've got another matchup coming up at 12:30, Fredericton Christian Academy and St. Malachy's. Come on back and watch that one with us. We're going to wrap this one up, but we'll be back with that game. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching AOTV coverage of the Maritime Invitational Basketball Tournament.